Okay. All right. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna do a chicken reading. It's a chicken reading soup, okay? Chicken soup reading, okay? Now, it's not like I chose what to put on my bowl, but coincidentally there is two slices, right? Two round slices of peppers and two chicken legs, okay? So, and then two leaves of cilantro, okay? And then a piece of garlic and a piece of onion. All right, so it's like my intuition was right away telling me, ooh, do a chicken soup reading. And I'm like, okay, yes, I will. Okay. So it seems like, you know, as I mentioned on TikTok, okay, Bella Luna Mystical Goddess, I mentioned that there is gonna be choices that the Divine Feminine has to make, okay? So, you know, there is a lot of options, okay? Now, they all have a lot of good qualities, and then there is also those characteristics that are not as desirable, okay? I feel like everybody, all eyes are on the Divine Feminine, right? All eyes on me. I am using the 6 hertz theta waves, pure binaural frequency. All right. I'm subscribing to it. All right. All right. So now this frequency is gonna allow us to really connect, okay, spiritually, right? Now I'm noticing how, like, in the chicken soup, I'm seeing how there's a lot of fascination, all right, and strong attraction. I'm seeing the word love, but I'm seeing it with the capital letters. I tend to like capitalize, like whenever I post something, I always use capital letters. Most of the times, I shouldn't say always, but most of the times I do. Okay. Now, it's like the Divine Feminine, okay? It's like she's starting a trend. So it's like people are, in a sense, doing similar things that she's doing, okay? So it's like she's inspiring a lot of people to, like, to do certain things, right? To become more spiritual. Yeah, to take care of their bodies. So people are gonna be losing some. I see, like, some masculines are going to be motivated to start working out to gain more muscle everywhere. Yes, because you don't want to look like a paleta, okay? Which means, like, you don't want to look like all, like, you know, all like on the top, and then you look like all skinny in the bottom. Nah, like, you gotta have some, like, waves, you know, like, you know, even proportions, okay? Even proportions, okay? You gotta have muscle, you know, in particular areas, okay? Because you don't want to have those skinny thighs or shit like that. Or no calves. Alright, so I feel like they're gonna be like, ooh, they're taking notes. Okay, so I also feel like, okay, I feel like some of them are gonna be like, you know, having like a better hygiene. Okay. I feel like with the twin flames, okay. Now the masculine, I'm not gonna call masculines divine because I still have not even met a divine masculine. I mean, they have had the potential, right, to be divine masculines. However, I feel because they have exchanged so much DNA with karmics that they're karmic already, right? They haven't raised their vibrations as much. I mean, I've seen masculines that are spiritual and shit like that, but they still not divine category. Yeah, I feel like if you're being intimate, you're not divine masculine. Okay, you're gonna be considered divine masculine when you become celibate. You don't communicate with the past. Okay, I mean with karmics, right? Karmic, toxic people, right? Dangerous people, low vibrational people. That's what I mean with the past. Okay, without replying back, without exchanging any energy. And I feel like they see with this pepper, it's kind of like split open. Yeah, it's like you have to reclaim your power. You have to reclaim your power, but you're gonna be giving your power away if you continue fucking around or flirting with all kinds of people. So that's gonna be like automatically a no, right? You have to like really, it's not hard. It's not. Even if there, everybody has dealt with addictions, okay? And if you continue doing drugs, it's gonna make you weaker, and most of like susceptible to be encouraged to be intimate, right? Because there's certain drugs that, you know, influence the libido. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you get the demo, okay? It's like, oh shit, I feel like losing 13 calories tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. Alright, so certain temptations are more, become stronger with certain type of drugs. Let's just be honest, okay? Okay. Wow, my neighbors are like arguing. So this female, this neighbor, it's an ex. She's not with the neighbor. The neighbor is like living with a new, you know, another female, okay, karmic. But it seems like they're all karmic, okay, because it's like this lady, she's always coming to talk shit. They never been like physically fighting, but they're always talking shit to each other, like all three of them. It's a triangle. So there's a like interference. So I think that's very significant. Okay. So right there, they're all taking each other's power away. You feel me? Because they're all like arguing with each other. And yet it's like, why are you gonna be fighting for someone that is with someone else? Right? So it's like, it just looks ridiculous, right? It looks wrong. And I've done it before. I used to fight in the name of love. But what's the point if you have someone that keeps, you know, being open and to flirt with people, or to fuck around with other people and give themselves too easily to temptation. So there's that. Nobody belongs to you, okay? Right. So there's partnerships that are gonna be more healthier choices, okay? Because I feel like when it comes to the twin flames, there's like, it's been too much of disappointments. There's like always interference. However, doesn't mean, I feel like there is gonna be feminines that will be in union with their twin flames, but I feel like the masculines have to do work, and they feel like it's a lot of work. It's not. If you want to be, if you're so seduced by money, God is the better way to obtain the luxuries of life, the abundance and privileges that nobody can take away. However, that doesn't mean that that has to be your motivation, because God does not bless anybody that is a gold digger, that it's like, you know, easily influenced or bribed by materialistic things, right? So you have to want to have a connection with God, because you want to rescue your soul. Because with this split pepper here, there's one that is like orange, red, green, and then there's one that is green and yellow, but yet is split. I feel like there's gonna be health issues going on. It's like they're both hot for each other, they're both attracted to each other, but like, what are you doing to rescue your soul? What are you doing to save yourself from condemning? I mean, come on, if you are already afraid to die, you're gonna end up dying. Like, your abilities, your psychic gifts are gonna be taken away, and they're gonna be given to the divine feminine. I mean, it's been happening already. It's been happening already, because masculines is like, that's the reason the karmics continue tempting you through sex to be having sex. They're having sex spells on you, or sex rituals. I mean, they're fucking you, and then they're doing prayers inside their head, or they're chanting certain things inside their head, right? And you know this. Don't act like you don't know. You know this. You're not even addicted to their sex. You're not. It's not like their magic is working. It's just that you're afraid of changing. You're afraid of being and I don't know why it's tied down. You're not gonna be tied down. It's just like you have never been loyal, but you want loyalty. You want loyalty. You want people to be loyal to you, to worship, like, to, wow, this masculine has an ego like a motherfucker, okay? And that's just a turn off. That's an extreme turn. It's like you're arrogant, and it's because you have all these characteristics that you've been getting from everybody, like all the negative traits of everybody that you fucked around with. And let's just be honest, like, the masculine has fucked around with a lot of low vibrational karmics, okay? And I'm talking low vibrational karmics that are arrogant, that they think like they're fucking, like their breath don't stink, their ass smells like potpourri. No, bitch, it doesn't. It smells like shit, okay? Yeah, some of them are, they're shitting on themselves because they're having anal sex. You're not supposed to have anal sex. No, you're not supposed to have anal sex, because let me tell you, the anal was not meant to be used as to please yourself or allow someone to interact with you in that, you know, area, because it disposes of whatever in your body is not supposed to be inside your body anymore. So inside the anal cavity, right, there is the tripa, right, the intestine. And the intestine in the inside, there's always shit around the wall. Okay, so like when you shit, you wipe your butt, whatever the fuck, right? But there's gonna be, you know, because of the body fluids or whatever the fuck that comes out, right? And then you're like, damn, what the fuck, you know? And then you might stain yourself and shit like that. But in the inside of the intestine, intestine cavity, the wall, right, there's gonna be shit all around the wall. So when you are, you know, having sexual intercourse, whatever is in the wall of the intestine, right, the cavity, you're collecting, right, you're rubbing on and off, in and out, right, the whatever is in the intestine wall, which is what? Shit, bacteria, and any type of fluid that your body is supposed to be ejecting, right? So therefore what happens is that, you know, you start getting sick, all right? You obtain infections and shit like that. But not only that, if you do it often, that butthole is gonna get bigger, and there is no it's not like the vagina that you do certain Kegel exercises, right? You breathe in, hold it, and release it, and then it gets tight, right? Or without having sex, like me, like I've been celibate since like February 17 of 2021, right? Over a year. It you know, it gets tight because there has not been any intercourse, right? But if you do Kegel exercises, right, there's different exercises. There's punani steams and shit, you know, because you want to be able to get rid. It's like even when you have your period, it's not gonna cleanse 100% everything in your inside, right? Your uterus and your fallopian tubes and stuff like that. And so imagine like how many exes you have had, and how many times you've been sexually active with whoever the fuck, right? There's certain whatever they ejaculated inside you, right, the sperm and shit like that, not everything has been out of your body. Now think about that, right? So if you wonder why certain people have pH levels that are, you know, a little fucked up and shit, it's because if they're like promiscuous and they're like sexually active with all kinds of people, they're gonna be funky as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna be like smelling. You're gonna be able to smell, especially if they're having sex with demons and fucking Lucifer and shit like that, right? With Satan. So like the anal is not gonna get tight again ever. So that means that the shit is just gonna come out. Like if you start like oops, there you go, you just like se te salió la cagada. You just put on yourself and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, ooh, caquita came out, you know, the cacaboli and shit. But anyways, like I'm just saying there's certain things that females need to do in order to, to have a healthy, there's like, vaginal cleanses that you could do with romero and the rock, rock, right? Alumbre in Spanish, la piedra alumbre and shit like that. And you're not supposed to do it often either. So it's like you gotta do your research, okay? But it's not gonna work if you're doing like if you are being sexually active with all kinds of people. You need to be celibate and then cleanse yourself. Like you need to like banish the energy of your exes permanently, you know what I'm saying, and cut the cords permanently, and stuff like that. Because if you cut the cords just one time and shit, and then you continue replying to them and fucking with them, what the fuck? Then the demons or whatever attachments or whatever demons are possessing those people are gonna literally fuck you over. And I do see like someone's gonna get like amputated. There's gonna be an amputation, and they're gonna feel so damn like, wow, coulda, shoulda, woulda, shit. Stop with the like, oh god, like really, Okay, in the other note, I feel they're gonna be motivated to take care of their skin, to trim their beards. Yeah, go ahead and trim your beards, because I don't like when beards, you know what I'm saying, when the beard and the mustache is all like, like what the fuck, like, it's like shit, like you looking homeless, buddy boy, it's like trim that shit. I like it nice and trimmed and shit, and not everybody looks good with a fucking beard, but like, however, if you have a beard, then just make sure it's trimmed. Okay, no. All right, anyways. Just a tip, because then, you gotta think about it. It's like whatever you're eating, you're supposedly wiping that shit away, but you're gonna have all kinds of stuff in your face. De por sí, our bodies always have some type of bacteria, some type of like germs and shit like that, right? That we're supposed to have, and others that we're not supposed to have. So if you have beer that is like all like scattered, and it's not even like, it's all uneven, like what the fuck? Who are you trying to attract? Like piojos and shit, piojos, like, you know what I'm saying, like lies and shit. What the fuck? Crabs? What are you trying to attract? Because you ain't attracting me. Like I'm like I no, anyways, that's another thing. Like, if to cut cords and to vanish people, it's important for us to be shaving, right? When you shave, you cut your hair often, but for females, perhaps like every 3 months, right? Every 3 months, cut the tips and shit like that, because you want to get rid of the past. You want to get rid of whatever damage you have. For masculines, well, it's gonna have to be more often, right? Because you're more like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, for guys, you need to do it a little bit more often, okay? So like perhaps like every month, right? Depending on the hairstyle that you're trying to achieve. Could be every 2 weeks, could be every month, right? Stuff like that. And then like you got, okay, pubes. I'm not into pubes. I'm over here giving a lizard. All right. Yeah, pubes are not healthy, okay? They're not. Okay? That means that you've been no shit. That who knows what's stuck down there from your exes and stuff like that. No, fuck, hell no. No. You gotta clean that package down there. Hey, it's even better because you're not gonna be collecting smells and collecting, because it's like, oh, kiss the motherfucking pepino. Ain't nobody wanna kiss that shit. They do their karmics, okay? They're demons, so shit. Okay. You got pews. Me and pews don't get along, okay? Alright, so in another note, someone's gonna notice how, like, by not having sex, our skin, when we have sex with ourselves, when we please ourselves, our skin looks very good. I'm not even like, there is no filter. And I stopped doing drugs because in the healing process, it's important for us to stop doing drugs, okay? And stop having sex, right? So once you start healing, that's why for me, it's like, it's like the faster you heal, the better it is, right? Because then you could start dating and shit like that. But to me, since I'm not in a hurry, it's like, oh, okay, whatever, Instead, I still have it, it's like there is like, options, there's alternatives, choices, but it's like they all need work, and it's like I'm not focusing on, like, you got to do what you got to do. When you want to achieve goals, your focus should be on yourself, my son and my daughter. That's it, right? But when masculines want to have, it's easy to say, I want a divine feminine. I want someone that's going to be loyal to me, and earth goddess and earth angel and shit like that. But we're not going to be with a motherfucking devil, okay? We've been there, done that. We're not going to be fucking demons. We've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, like, unfortunately, it's like, because we were karmics before, because we were low vibrational before, there is situationships that we were involved where we were in toxic relationships, right? And we discovered that they were toxic as hell, where they were like literally, worshiping Satan and shit. And so it's like, fuck. Therefore, it's like, don't think of it as being difficult. The effort that you put on yourself is an investment that is worth it. Connecting with God, God is going to give all your desires, all the blessings that we deserve. So whatever seeds you're planting, if you're planting seeds, you can't expect the fucking plants to grow all right away, right? Because Jesus Christ did that before, right? My Lord did that before, right? My Father did that before, right? And what happened? Oh, well, if you're the Son of God, then show me miracles. And he did. And you guys still crucified him. So now, whether people believe us or not, who gives a fuck? God is going to show his power. And he's going to prove those miracles regardless. Especially to those karmics, like, look, you need to leave the divine feminine alone and the masculine. Let him become a divine masculine. Because if not, bam, and bam, bam, bam. Like, it's going to be a motherfucking negative domino effect. Like, bam, 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 bam. Like, one after another. And it's just going to be chaotic like a motherfucker. Like, chaos. Okay? And so, for the divine feminine, you gotta have choices, and some of the choices have a lot of work to do, and some of them are willing to do it, and you're gonna be surprised that you feel like, because you have seen so many fail, you're gonna actually see how the world is gonna start changing, and it's gonna be a rapid transformation, like worldwide, okay, where all kinds of people are gonna be like, you know what, I'm actually tired of hell. I'm actually wanting to put the work and the effort, because doesn't matter. It's like even evil worshipers, I feel like they're gonna be like, you know what, with God you don't have to worry about like, oh, am I gonna get like fucking killed, and then they're gonna say it was an overdose and shit, or are they gonna fucking kill me and make it seem like it was a fucking accident and shit, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of celebrities, a lot of people, elites and shit like that, they're gonna start being like, you know what, I feel like choosing God is the best option, because God doesn't betray you. As long as you follow the 10 commandments, you're all good. You're all good. You'll be safe and protected, okay? But you do have to pray a lot. You do have to have a period without having sex till you heal, till you're able to banish the energies of your exes and shit like that. And how long it takes depends on how long, like, if you do things right, if you stop replying back to the past, your karmics and shit like that, and you stop fucking, being around like negative influences and shit like that, you stop doing drugs until you heal, then hey, there's certain drugs that are, approved by God, right? And it's like those natural, herbs and shit like that are from earth, right? Where it becomes toxic is when they start putting chemicals and all that fucking shenanigans and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that mumbo jumbo that is like very dangerous, and then it kills you. Okay, or makes you like all like fucked up and shit, or just starts like fucking with your organs and shit like that. You don't want to do no heroin. You don't want to do no crystal meth. You want to do no rocks, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And alcohol, you would have to really be like beer and shit like that, and I mean, if you're gonna, I suggest drinking wine, all right, but do prayers before you smoke anything, before you drink anything. Do prayers before you eat, before you, it's just putting that spiritual aspect in it to be able to connect successfully with the spiritual realm. So you're gonna notice that there is differences between your potential lovers or your potential partners, all right? And you do see longevity with certain individuals more than others. There's more potential in individuals than others. Some of them are so like discouraged, and it's like they're the ones that are the worst enemy, and it's because they listen to people that are fucking toxic. You don't listen, you don't fucking get listen to opinions from karmics, people that are low vibrational. Who does that? Why would you listen to like what your family has to say when they're toxic? Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Respect is given where it's earned. It's my mother, and if she's toxic, she's a demon. How can you respect demons? You know what I'm saying? All right, so and there is like a lot of like sexiness going on. All right. Wow, like they are very attracted. You see, like I'm trying to separate the chicken, and the chicken keeps going this way. It keeps going this way, so it's like they're trying, like, okay, I don't want to love her. I don't want to love her because it's too much work. It's too much work, and it's like they don't want to watch the profile. They don't want to like look at the pictures. They don't want to like look at the fucking YouTube, but they do. Shit like that. So I don't want to dream about her, but then they do. I don't want to think about her, but then they do. I could hear it, I could hear conversations. All right. I feel like I think this is gonna be a karmic masculine with a karmic female, where it's gonna be a setup. They both have been attacking the divine feminine, in cahoots with the masculine that is supposed to be her twin flame, and with another karmic masculine. It's like exes knowing exes, and they're like working together to attack the divine feminine. Now they're all setting each other up, because it's like, damn, this motherfucker's gonna fucking like, spill the beer. Oh, it's gonna spill the motherfucking beer. The 24 pack is gone, Okay, so they're like drinking, doing drugs. I smell cocaine, like heavy cocaine. Damn, so some of them started off with cocaine, and then they end up like smoking crack and shit like that. Or is that the one you burn in the spoon and shit like that? I don't know, because I'm smelling different smells. Because I smell cocaine, but I smell like different burns, like I could smell cigarettes, I could smell blunts, right? Even joints. I mean, they're smoking all kinds of shit, but I'm smelling something else. So I don't know if that is like rocks or what the fuck is that smell? Like something else is being burned. Okay. Now with the injection, okay, there's a needle. So I don't know, is that's heroin or what the fuck, or what kind of shit is that? That shit that you antifreeze? Oh, okay, someone's gonna try to poison someone. Or someone's gonna lace the drugs with antifreeze? This came out before too. Okay, they've been putting like small dosages of certain things in the food, and people get like, they're getting sick, but they still haven't like, yeah, it's like their organs is getting fucked up, and they still like, it's like they could tell it has something to do with the food and whatever they're drinking, but they're still, since they're always intoxicated, it's like they can't think clear and shit, So, okay, with the needle, back to the needle, I don't know if it's like heroin or what the fuck you put in a needle. Could be like some type of pain, for the pain, something anesthetic. But it's gonna be mixed with antifreeze or red poison, red powder, or cockroach powder. I don't know, some shit. And it's gonna cause someone to like get deformed. Like, you know, like their face is gonna droop or something, and their organs are gonna get fucked up. They're gonna get caught. And I feel like they're gonna try to inject this person, like it's gonna be some type of like it's a group, okay? It's a group of people. They're having, I don't know if it's a swingers party or some shit, so some type of sex cult where everybody's having sex with everybody, and they're gonna inject this masculine in the penis. You know how the head, the little hole where he pees, right there. Ooh. All right, so in other words, stop fucking around because they're gonna try to fucking ooh. So, okay, and it has to do with the amputation though. Ooh, okay, so someone is karmics know that, you know, certain masculines are attracted to someone, to the divine feminine, and they're gonna try to like, oh well, if you're not mine, then you ain't gonna fuck with nobody else, you know. It's some type of war. Cats and dogs. Like, what the fuck? Like, man, who are you fucking with? I swear. So maybe the penis is not gonna work anymore because of the whatever poisons they're mixing together. Because I don't know, I'm hearing like antifreeze slash, I don't know if it's like heroin slash cockroach poison with the red poison. I mean, that's pretty severe. That's pretty serious. So I'm just giving you a heads up. And it's gonna cause some type of amputation. So I don't know if they're gonna have to remove the penis with the testicles, the whole chilet's gone. Because look at this paper is split open. Look. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, look at this one. This one is whole, but it's orange and yellowish and greenish, right? And this one is yellow and green. And my camera is not such a pero like it's yellow and green, you know what I'm saying? It looks green in the camera, but I'm seeing it. But I do see, you know, I do see different colors than regular people because of my gifts. But anyways, so with the yellow and the green, yeah, they're attacking your organs, right? Your solar plexus, your organs, your health, and then they're attacking your heart chakra. Also, somebody's gonna get stabbed in the heart, okay? And in the other occasion where it's like the orange, the red, orange, yellow, and green, all those colors, in another sense, someone's gonna get like more different type of organs that are not gonna function properly because of being intimate with this karmics. And so their body, their skin, their organs are gonna like not function like healthy, you know. Their brain, I feel like there's gonna be some type of speech impediment, that it's some like difficulties like expressing themselves, because they like a few minutes ago, it's like there were certain words that I was mispronouncing, like promiscuous. There you go. It's like there is times when I'm able to say, and there's times when I mispronounce it. So there's gonna be some type of change in the way someone talks, the way someone speaks and shit. And it's like when you hang around with certain individuals, you know, all of a sudden there's certain traits that you pick up on from that person, right? You become that person, like you start mimicking that person, or you start sounding like that person, acting like that person, being, you know, dressing like that person and shit like that. Like, all right, so that, you know, like earlier, you know how like on Facebook and all over social media, Amber, like the Johnny Depp, and then whatever her name is, Hard and shit, or Heard, or whatever, is his ex-wife, or like soon to be ex-wife. It's like they're all like they're picking sides. And to me, the way I see it is like, okay, if you're part of evil societies, you can't expect for there to be true love. Okay, if you're worshiping evil entities, you cannot expect there to be true love. God is true love. Evil is all about lust, temptation, addictions, obsessions, possessions, right? Betrayal, lies, abuse. Different. It's so different. So even if you like, but there's some celebrities that have been together forever and ever, because they're not in love. They're together because of financial purposes, because they're like, oh my God, if I fucking let them go, I'm gonna lose everything. Yeah, you are already losing everything, because you have lost your dignity, you have lost your, your sensation to please each other. You're just acting like you are in love with them, but then you're not. It's like, oh my God, like here they go again with their fucking la la la. Everything like annoys you of that person, but then in camera you're like, we're so in love. Oh my God, I can't believe we've been together for 50 years. And oh, yeah, it's all lies. Nothing like having a real love, like the real connection, when it's like, and it's like you fucking love it, even if it's just, and it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Cálmate, chiquita, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, all right, let me end this. I'm gonna share it, and then I'll go live again once I finish eating, and then I'll do another one. I'm gonna do a reading on the tea, and then a reading on the eggs, and then a reading on the crystals. All right, and then a reading on the herbs, a reading on the bowl over there that has like all kinds of like onion peels, garlic peels, peppers, and egg shells, and sea salt, and other herbs and shit like that. Okay, and what that represents. Okay, or what messages I get from that. All right, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, I'll see you on Facebook, and I'll see you on Twitter, TikTok, and Snapchat, and Instagram.